I want to introduce Sherry Conroy. I've known Sherry for quite some time. We actually worked together before we worked together. Sherry's an associate director at our Career Management Center. Actually, we have a separate Career Management Center for the Business College. We have one for the university as well. Sherry works for the one at the Business College. She received her baccalaureate in communications from Kennesaw State University, which is here in Georgia. Her professional interests include organizational development, talent acquisition. Sherry's professional experience spans almost 20 years in the insurance and technology sectors, primarily in talent acquisition and career mobility. Having worked predominantly as an in-house corporate recruiter, Sherry is experienced at developing structured interviews that screen for intellectual depth and an overall fit for large, complex, and often global client groups. So when I was with Marsh & McLennan, Sherry was working with me there. So Sherry Conroy, take it away.
Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. And thank you for that warm welcome. I appreciate you making me feel at home. Like Barry said, I have a background in pretty much recruiting and working with people and developing recruiting and hiring plans, ultimately towards the tail end of my career on a global scale. With Marsh, I managed talent acquisition efforts for the exempt and non-exempt positions for North America for our Global Specialties Division, which included aerospace, engineering, marine and energy, finance professionals, and captives management. I loved recruiting, and I think I was bitten by college interaction in 2003 when I was hired to manage the South Region college recruiting efforts for Marsh. I knew that if I ever had an opportunity to come back to college, I would jump at the chance. And I had that opportunity in 2010, changed careers and accepted the position as Associate Director for Career Management for our undergraduate population at Georgia State University. I love my job. I look forward to coming in every day. Every day is a challenge for me in a nice way. You know, it's wonderful to work with college students, and I'm committed to helping you become successful. I really care about your future. I'm very willing to share with you my experience and what I receive from feedback from managers in the hiring, and also to share insight on what I've learned along the way of what it takes to be successful in corporate America or working for a boutique firm. So feel free. I'll leave my business cards at the back of the room. If you have other questions at the end of today, you'd like to reach out to me in the future, feel free to do so. But my task is to work on some icebreakers and team building opportunities with all of you today. How many of you have had a chance to get to know each other? Do you know each other well? Could you not that well? Okay, well, if I succeed today, you will know each other fairly well within an hour, and that should give you some great dialogue for tonight's dinner. Okay, so I've passed out some pens, and the first exercise that I'm going to share with you is getting to know your neighbor. What I'd like for you to do is interview each other and find out 3 things that you have in common with each other. And at the end of the exercise, I'd like for the 2 of you to introduce each other to the group. Any questions? Yes?
Yeah, I'm too familiar with him. I want you to swap.
All right, any volunteers to swap? All right, thank you very much. You have 10 minutes to do this. I'll call you back to your attention at about 11:30, and then you can start introducing each other to the
Regardless of since we're trying to find
Well, I was a math major when I was in Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, right.
That's what you want. So I'll be able to do any other
What kinds of jobs have you had? Oh, okay. I never had any finance jobs. I've had like part-time jobs. Have you ever tutored math?
Not enough to say I need no tutors from school students and stuff, but that was just like short term.
What? Let's see. One year. So when I was in undergrad, my class was a math major. So, no, it's not. I've gone to the past two IABA
They were helpful.
I did. Well, I was able to get interviews from some of those people. So it was helpful. Do you play any Do you have any settings?
I get a lot of things from that one.
I'm in the child.
So it's not even hard rock. I just get a lot of things.
It's easy.
I have HDR. Yes.
Let's write this on time. You can make the jokes.
I didn't play the piano when I was little.
Can't think of anything when I go
This
Yeah, I Actually, I looked in Texas, Arizona.
Yes, sir. And he's yes. So like in English, I think the school is you can must to talk as students on the school. This one. Yes, yes, English well, all my life. It's more complicated. For me, no, it's really
I guess further their education, the more
Even though we all have like that math foundation, I'm going to find so we're trying to find one of our friends should be so difficult because the math education under the math, a lot of them have it under education. But she wants it out at the
yes, we're done.
she wants it that and I feel like it's
some are more even speak French. Yeah, he's even so the road, I'm saying road, but like at
Oh, yeah.
just do it
No, I graduated from high school in Austin. I guess my favorite current one is Big Bang Theory. I like to that show.
I guess what I have now is fans, both fans and big
Okay.
School was that place framed at? Like what school was there? Are they supposed to be attending?
Oh, I'm not sure. Some are top.
Okay, come on. The rapping song. Is everybody ready? You done? Yeah, I think most of us are. What I'd like to do now is have you two rise and introduce your teammate to the group, and we'll go down this way and then come back this way, and we'll end with you, Carlos. Okay?
Sure.
Start by introducing yourself and your partner and the three things that you have in common.
We need to know.
Yes.
Okay.
And face your participants.
This is Ronald. He's from Botswana. So he traveled from Botswana to here for an event, and he'll be heading back in South Africa for his degree in actuarial science. He'll be a junior student down there. And he's studying for his first actuarial exam. He'll be taking that exam sometime next year. He hasn't decided yet.
Okay.
He studied accounting before, and he said the field was kind of narrow, so he switched to actuarial science because he wants something broader. That's why he switched to become an actuary. And he intends to come back here in the US after his bachelor for potentially a master or a PhD.
Okay.
That's his goal.
Very impressive.
During his spare time, he likes to read informative papers like newspaper, articles. That's what he said. And something we have in common is that he speaks French. French is not his first language though, but he speaks French. He learned it in school. And he said un peu, like just a little bit.
Très bien.
Very
Je parle
good.
français un peu. Je te dis français.
And he said he's the only child.
All right.
So, that's all I can tell for you.
Very good. Very good.
This here is his name is Franklin. One thing that is very common between us, both from Africa. He's from way up north, I'm from way down south. He's from Cameroon. He's been here for about 2 years. As he mentioned before, he both speak French, even though he speaks more French than I do. And even though I'm the only kid at home, he has one brother and 4 sisters. So I'm not sure how common that is between us. But, he likes biking and soccer. I'm not very sporty, but he's very sporty. He did his bachelor's in finances and statistics. But one thing that brought him to actual science is the fact that he liked the idea of managing risk. So that's why he's intending to do his master's in actual science at the University of Wisconsin. So here is Franklin.
Very good. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, right, I'll start. All right, so this is Joseph Amos. I'll start by saying the 3 things we have in common. He and I both grew up in Texas. We both went to college out of state, like in a different state than the one in which we grew up. We both played musical instruments in middle school. I still play the saxophone, but he doesn't play anymore, but we both played in the band in middle school. And we both liked the show The Big Bang Theory. So that's 4 things. And so he is going to be a senior at Ohio State. He's majoring in actuarial science. He's passed the P exam. And he has 3 brothers. And let's see. I think, yeah, that's about it. So yeah, go ahead.
This is Josh. He goes by Ben, his middle name. He attended the University of Arizona for an undergraduate degree in mathematics. He recently obtained a master's in actuarial science from Boston University. In high school, he was on the lacrosse team, and he's an only child. That's it.
Okay, everyone, this is Joel Afe, and he's actually from Ghana. And I'll just start off with some of the things we have in common. Like, we both enjoy soccer and basketball. Like, me personally, more basketball than soccer. I'm a basketball fan. And we also both like reggae and soul. And we also like fiction and self-improvement books. Yeah, just like be a better person. And go on.
Alright, so this is Damar Clark, and like he said, we both like soccer and basketball, but I'm more like a basketball fan than he is, and we all like reggae and so and fiction and when it comes to books, we like reading fiction and then self-improvement. He is originally from New Jersey, and he's currently here in Atlanta pursuing his undergraduate degree in actuarial science here in this college. And he lives here in Atlanta with his mom, and his dad is way back home in New Jersey. That's about it.
Yes.
Thank you so
This is Emmanuela Joseph. She is Haitian, but born in Canada, the French part of Canada, so she speaks a lot of French. She's going to her senior year in University of Montreal. She has 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and we're both studying for MLC. Yes. And we both like to dance. Yeah.
This is Yolanda. She's from Ghana. She has the back on actuarial science. She begins the master on actuarial science on Oregon State University on fall. And like me, she wants to learn Spanish.
Thank you.
She's Stephanie Jackson. She's sophomore here at Georgia State University. She works at Six Flags, and her family lives in Saint Thomas, and she went to Greece in Europe, and she said that it was an amazing experience. So 3 things we have in common is Georgia State, and we live here in Atlanta. We are both very social, like hang out with friends, having conversation, doing girls thing, gossip. We both learned about actuarial science in high school, and we love actuarial science because it's a challenging field. It's not very common, and it requires a lot of skills. That's it.
And this is Marlene. I don't know how to say her last name. She just graduated from Georgia State, and she's preparing for her FM exam. She speaks French, and she's from Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
And that's the first cocoa producer. So. I'm sorry, that is too much.
Hello everyone, this is Christina Cooper. She's a senior at Claflin University in South Carolina. She's a math major with a concentration in actuarial science, and one thing that we have in common is that we're kind of on our own as far as like support from my university with actuarial science, because my school doesn't have the major, minor, nothing, concentration, none of that. Yeah, we both go to small schools.
Okay. This is Rachelle Garner. She's a senior at Delaware State, and one thing we have in common, we both go to historically black colleges, and they're both small historically black colleges. And another thing we have in common is that we actually have a half-sister. So, well, not our sister, but we both have half-sisters. And we both like to travel. So, yeah. Oh, and we're both studying for our first exam. Yes.
Hey everybody, this is Isaac. He's from Ghana, and this is his second day in the US, so we want to welcome him. He got his bachelor degree from Kwame Nkrumah University in Kumasi in Ghana, and he came here yesterday. He came here just to study, to complete his master's degree in natural science. In Illinois, I am not sure. It's okay, Illinois State University. So what we have in common, we all want to some point to explore the investment world.
Okay.
So this is too early to say, but we are thinking about the investment track of the SOA. So it's too early to talk about that. Real de Madrid Fund, he loves, like literally he loves Cristiano Ronaldo. If anybody here is Messi fan, he should go out now, right now. And we both are from West Africa. I'm from Benin Republic.
Okay. This is Kofi Gudalo. Yeah. He's from Benin. He did 3 years in undergraduate studies before coming here, but because of the change, he had to start all over. And he is a senior at Columbia University. He hasn't written any of the papers yet, and he said what we have in common. We are all fans of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Very good. Thank you, John.
This is John Kibaru. And I learned Mokami means wealth. So I guess she was born into wealth. And then she likes music. She's from East Africa, Benin. I mean Kenya. Sorry. She's from Kenya, in East Africa. And then she has 2 brothers and then 3 sisters. And what we have in common, we both have majors in mathematics, and then we both are in graduate school, and we both come from Africa. Okay.
Alright, and this is Gilbert Navner, and his African name is Tete, which means second male child. He was born on a Friday. And he enjoys to play soccer like all Africans. Actually, he enjoys to play football. Real football. And he has 1 brother. And we had the same major, like he said. And but he did undergrad in economics and statistics. So that's Gilbert.
Okay, this is Julius Appa. We have a bunch in common, but I'm just going to say 3. So we are both very analytical and quantitative oriented. So we like watching action and adventurous movies. Yeah, and we both enjoy soccer. So he graduated from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology with his bachelor's in actual science. He worked for 2 years in Ghana. He first worked for a bank and went to a pension company. And now he's been in the US for 5 days. So he's going to start his master's at Illinois State University in actual science as well. And I think that's about it.
Okay, this is Givani Miakonkana. Yeah, he's from Congo. He's a PhD candidate at Auburn University in Alabama. Yeah, he's in his final year. And he's working on this predictive modeling, generalized linear models, that's how they call it. Yeah. For his social life, he loves watching movies and chatting as well. And then at his leisure, he likes reading history and just gathering some social thoughts. Yeah, and then for his passion, he's so much into soccer and basketball especially. Yeah, that's it.
Very good. Thank you.
this is Kinein Tesfu. We are both from Africa. He's from Eritrea, right? Yeah, said he broke up from Ethiopia or something. That's the first time I'm actually hearing about it. Oh yeah, we both like math and statistics, and we both play soccer. He probably plays it more than I do, but and he likes running half marathons. He's currently doing a master's in natural science at the University of Nebraska. And there's one thing to just
This is Femi Fadian, and he's from the big city Lagos, Nigeria. Nigeria. So he did his undergrad in Central Michigan University, has bachelor's in actuarial science in economics. He also finished 3 exams, FMP and MFE. So he's almost halfway to the. Something in common. We are both from Africa. So I'm from Eritrea and he's from Nigeria. And we both like stat and math, and we also like to play soccer.
This is Mark. He is from Jamaican and Caribbean, like myself. I'm from Barbados. He just graduated from Lehman College in New York City. And
Congratulations.
Pardon?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. With a bachelor's in math and economics. We both passed Key and FM, and he is currently studying for MLC.
Very good.
Oh, we both have siblings. He has 2 brothers and a sister.
This is Alan Shepard. Alan with a Y. I've never seen that before. He is majoring in actuarial science. He plays the saxophone. We share the same favorite color, blue. I think we had the same school color for high school,
yes.
Which is also blue. And we watch a lot of Hulu. Yeah, Hulu.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. And our last
Okay, this is Carlos Jenkins, and he's from Florida. He used to be in the army, and he's currently a student here in Georgia State, and he is actually doing actuarial science, which is one thing that's common. I'm done with actuarial science, and he's yet doing it, but he already did some, like a major in finance, and I'm yet to do something in finance. And he likes to travel a lot. That was because he was in the army, so he was moving all over the world, and I also like to travel. And we are both interested in finance, especially the stock market. He actually just gave me a channel to watch often, that's CNBC. So those of you interested in finance could join me. And yeah, he knows much about the stock market. He's actually teaching me more about the stock market. So that's it.
This is Bina Woos.
Yes.
Okay. And as she just mentioned, she just graduated from
Nkrumah
University of Science and Technology with a degree in actuarial science. She just passed the exam P, and she's looking to employment and also continue her education at a graduate level. As she mentioned, we both realized that we like the stock market and love to travel. And she said she'd rather travel from state to state. And that's about it.
Very good. Well, hopefully this didn't duplicate too much of what you've already experienced, but I can tell that you all have a wonderful grouping of items that you have in common already. And what I want you to encourage I want to encourage you to consider, have you all are you on LinkedIn right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to get on LinkedIn. I want all of you to connect with each other. Is finding a job it's essential that you use your network. And you, as a group, as you progress in your career, you're going to be the influencers and the decision makers down the road. So you need to form these relationships now and stay in touch with each other. And since we have several people who speak more than one language, I encourage you to put it in another language as well. Okay, so that's my tip. I have one more exercise for you to do, and it should be fairly easy now that you know a little more about each other. This one, you'll receive, the person who wins this will get a prize at the end. This is called Portfolio Bingo. And what I want you to do is find people in this room who meet this criteria. You can only, each person can only sign their name one time for each box. The person with the most at the end of, well, at about 11:58 is when I'm going to stop this, will win the prize. Everybody pass it down to the room, and once everybody has it, we'll begin. I kind of made it easy on you by letting you introduce yourselves first. We're almost there. So what you need to do is bring your form to the person who you feel meets the criteria and have them sign off on it. You can only sign off on one square. Okay, everybody get started. Yes, you can start now.
Oh, my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say a name can be on the list once? No? Are you vegetarian? Yeah.
Okay for you now.
I live in Delaware. Yeah. I go to school in
I know someone down here plays an instrument.
Okay.
Don't you play an instrument? Did you? It's one of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what's the book? Oh,
You from Georgia?
I can only sign it once. Yeah, you didn't sign it with a little bar. No, you didn't sign mine. I signed Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know what you're saying.
A concentration, but not really. I'll be on my own.
I'm actually about to let it.
Okay, cool. Oh. Okay. This is hers.
No, I don't.
We're the same ages?
Anybody has tattoos?
No.
No, that was Tanisha.
Right, Tanisha.
Okay. What do you guys looking for?
26. Oh, you sent your old resume like that.
No, I sent you. Oh, okay.
Are you a member of
Yes, I am.
Do you have an associate degree? No. How do you already have
No, one more semester.
Do you play sports?
Not on the league in high school. Anyone born in July or August?
Are you good? All right, thank you.
How old are you?
I volunteered bartender. You did? Hey, wait, no. I'll show you your assignment. Yeah, for bachelor's. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. 1 minute.
No. I don't think so. So let me just look for something.
You know what? I'll give it a
Yours too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I signed you right there too.
Okay.
Julius.
Joseph.
I already signed.
I'm signing the business card. Did you do that here or in Jamaica?
I didn't hear.
Wait, yes, I do.
Oh, I did. Okay, everyone, it's time to go back to your seat. Okay, wrap it up.
Yes, I did.
Would you like to see?
Alright, what I want you to do now, stop where you are and count how many signatures you have. Okay, do we all have our number? Okay. How many of you have at least 10 signatures? Okay. How many of you have at least 15? At least 20? Oh, God.
Is that not right?
And you have 20?
Yeah.
And you have 20? Anybody else have 20? At least. May I see your list?
Sure.
Thank you. Kadane?
Yeah, Kidane.
You have exactly 20. Congratulations. And how about you? Oh, Kadane is our winner. All of you are wonderful. I'm so excited about your future. You have so much in common. I encourage you to stay in touch with each other. Keep building your network and be comfortable, walking up and meeting people. As your career progresses, a lot of your success is going to hinge on your network. I encourage you to continue to do that. Thank you very much for welcoming me, and good luck to you. My business cards are in the back if you'd like to take one with you today.